Okay, we'll be starting this level now. It is called Truth and Reconciliation. The goal of this level is that we have to try and save Captain Keyes, who got captured off-screen during the break between the last level and this level. That's why it's night. The last level was daytime. Like, Captain Keyes was trying to escape the Pillar of Autumn, and they were being stalked by Covenant patrols. And eventually, despite being very good at evading it, they got captured and are held aboard that ship there, which is where we need to go. So basically, the Marines will stay back here for the start of this match, because oops, sorry, wrong button. Still not used to this stupid original Xbox controller. You basically come up to this bit at the side here and take up a position. What I usually do is take out the shade gunner first. Oh fuck. Well, that went well. What you're supposed to do is just snipe all the enemies, but yeah, that didn't work. So at the moment, I'm just gonna kill everything as fast as possible. Although the Marines seem to be doing a bang-up job of that. On this level, as soon as you can get some plasma grenades, get some plasma grenades. It makes it so much easier. And by all means, jump on a shade if you think it'll help, and just take down the swarms of enemies that'll just run down here endlessly for a while. Right, that's that. Oh yeah, that's what I didn't mention. Basically, the sniper rifle in this game has night vision. You have to activate it the same way you activate your torch, by pressing the white or right bumper, I think, on the Xbox 360. You activate it that way, which is cool. Helps you see in the dark, especially if you're playing on an old TV like I am at the moment. Which means that the contrast's not so great, so I can't really see everything that I'm doing, which may be explaining why my accuracy's not the best. I'll put it down to that anyway. It's a valid excuse, surely. Now, when I played this the first time, I got kind of lost, but what you need to do is just... Oh, piss off. What you need to do is just come up this way, around this cliff. Cortana does tell you that if you get lost, but it's still a bit confusing at times, to be honest. So, Halo at night. It's very pretty. I'm going to try and compliment this game a bit more. Everything I've said so far seems to be pretty negative, and it is an amazing game. Deemed the best in the series by most, to be honest. Oh. At this point, you'll be experiencing a hell of a lot of crossfire from shades and elites and whatever else. But what you want to do is basically find this rock bridge and come up to over here, and there's a gap in the cliff. Ignore the enemies. The Marines will mop them up behind you, unless you're on the harder difficulties, in which case all your Marines will be dead. And this is why I told you to bring plasma grenades, because basically the Covenant can't work them out. They just dive around in circles. The AI wasn't so great in this game. So, right, what you want to do now is just hang about here before that grunt can get on the gun. Ah, feck. I know there's an elite up there. There we go. Now, this bit, see, there's the gravity lift. That's where we need to go. So what I always do is just come up to the right here. Gives you a fair bit of cover to use. And all you need to do is just mop up all of the enemies until the Marines arrive. Just keep fighting the enemies until that happens. It's a new batch of Marines, it's not the Marines that you left behind. So no, don't worry about that, but basically it's just like the last level in that you end up fighting a couple of waves. I think it might just be one wave of Covenant being dropped in on spirits. So it's not too bad, really. but and once you've mopped up the first wave of enemies coming off the dropship there, they'll start coming down the grav lift from the capital ship there. So basically what you want to do is just, the whole point of this level is sweeping enemies. So you'll just experience waves and waves of enemies until you kill them all. So the faster you can be, the better really for getting this level complete. Oh god. See what I mean there? That big explosion there was caused because there was a grenade on the floor when my grenade exploded, which in Halo 1 makes all the grenades around it explode. I'm not sure, it didn't seem to be as dramatically noticeable on the 360, so I'm not sure if they patched it when they rewrote the programming for that game on the 360. But it definitely is noticeable if you're playing it on the original Xbox. It's like the explosions can be huge at times, which is kind of annoying. Excuse me while I adjust the microphone, I'm sort of eating it. So that's that sort of done. What I didn't mention there is the shades that are dotted around. Hang on, let me find one. Over there, there's one. The shades over there, you can, if you throw a grenade next to them. Hang on, if I can get there in time. Come on, run, Master Chief, run! If you throw a grenade behind it or like under it, it launches it like that. And what I sometimes do on like the harder difficulties and legendary and stuff is there's shades, like you can self-right them like you can with cars. Is just drop one right down here into the midst of all these enemies, and it just helps. Just having a shade down there to kill things. Right, those new enemies there with the spines on their back, they're called Hunters. They're the biggest, baddest enemies in the Covenant the Covenant forces basically. So what you need to do is, you see they've got these orange patches in their back and just under their neck. You want to shoot those. It's like a one-hit KO if you shoot them in there with a pistol or a sniper rifle. Once you've killed the other one, because they're sort of like relying on each other to survive, it'll start going ballistic and try and kill you whatever way it can. It's a very interesting fighting dynamic because one encounter with Hunter is never the same, because if you can't kill it, it just keeps running at you. But you need to take that opportunity there when they lunge, is just to sidestep, and it's like oh, what's the term? Like bull taming, you know, when they do it with the red cloth. It's you just need to wait till they charge, dodge, and then shoot them in the back. But on Halo 1, like I say, the pistol is a one-hit KO on Hunters, which is just insanely powerful, which is good. Once you get to the later games, a couple of sticky or spike grenades will knock them out. And they're not too threatening because they're very slow. Now in this game they've only got those projectile ones where they fire like single fuel rods at you, but on the later games they get a big plasma beam thing, which is kind of really strong. It'll hit you and drain your shields, and then they'll fire a single fuel rod and make you explode. So once you wiped out all the enemies like I just did there, you need to wait for those Marines in the Pelican, and then just move over to the gravity lift, and that's it. Halfway through the level, I find that hard to believe, but basically we'll continue the rest of the level next time, because of YouTube time limits and everything. It'll take another 10 minutes to get the level finished, so we'll just finish this off here with us going up the gravity lift into the ship. So see you next time.